The Distribution Engine Manage package includes a number of fields on the lead, case and opportunity objects. This video is going to show you how you can place these fields onto your page layouts and how you might use them within your org. So in this example I'm looking at the lead. This is a standard lead page, and I'm just going to hit the edit layout button in order to add some extra fields to this layout. So I'm going to hit the edit layout link at the top here, and then I can add some of the additional fields that the Distribution Engine Manage package provides. So firstly I'm going to add a field which is called is distributed, so that one's here, and this one tells us, has this particular lead been distributed by the distribution engine? So I'm going to drag that onto my page layout, just move down here. So put it down the bottom so it doesn't interfere with day-to-day working. So is distributed. The next one I'm going to add is the date last distributed. So this tells me when was this particular lead last distributed by the engine. So add that here. And then I'm going to add is auto reassigned. And this tells me, has the engine auto reassigned this particular lead? So for example, if a lead hasn't been actioned in time, if it hasn't been contacted in time, the engine can do an auto reassign function and take leads away from your reps. And in that case, this auto reassign flag would be set on this checkbox. So the last one I'm going to add is the date last auto reassigned. So again, this is telling me when was that last auto reassign. So these flags will tell you, has the engine been involved at all? So if you're wondering where a lead's come from, these flags can tell you maybe it hasn't come through the engine at all, maybe this lead has just been manually entered and it's nothing to do with the engine, or you can see it has been assigned by the engine, it has been auto reassigned away from one of your reps, and you can see the dates that occurred. So those are those 4 bits of order information. There's another one called is triggered, but that's only going to be if you're using trigger based distribution, which is probably quite rare, so I'm going to ignore that one for now. The final one that I'm going to add is called distribution action, and that's already on my page layout here. So this one is an additional pick list that you can use to track activity by your reps. So for example, if you want to track time to contact, you can use the standard status field, or you can use this additional pick list if you don't want to interfere with the standard statuses that you're holding. So this is an extra pick list that we provide that your reps can use. So those are all in place now. The final thing I'm going to do, just to keep this information separate, I'm just going to add a new section here. So I'm just going to drag a new section above my new flags, and I'm going to call that distribution engine. And we'll have a 2-column. And that's it, all my fields are now in place, so I can hit save on this. And there we can see, so this particular lead has been distributed. It was distributed on the 30th of July. It hasn't been auto reassigned, and again there's no auto reassign date because it's not been auto reassigned. The next thing that's useful to do is to set the lead history, so you can see the ownership changing. So I'm going to do that now. So in the setup area, we can customize the lead and go into the fields area, and we can set history tracking on. You may already have this on, in which case don't worry, but the distribution engine will be changing the lead owner field, so it's useful to track that field, and you can see then what's happened. You can see the lead going into a queue, you can see it going out of the queue as the engine assigns it to one of your reps, and then you can see any manual assignments that happen. So if people have been moving the lead around manually, you can see that process. So it's a good audit history of what's going on. So useful to have that there. So I'm going to add that and hit save. So that's done, and we just need to make sure that's added to our page layout. So again, back into the page layout, and then in the related lists we should be able to see lead history. Here we are. So let's drag that on and save. Okay, so now if I go back to my lead, you can now see the lead history. So we can see the lead moving from the lead queue to John Amos, and then it's been put back into the lead queue manually. So you can see whatever history's been happening, you can see each step in here, so it's very useful to have.